Like we say, our scientists here are brave people that they're trying to learn science, they want to go abroad and learn about it and bring some science to us. In the same way, now you are the ambassadors from all these countries of divinity, ambassadors of divinity. You have to carry divinity because it has been worked out in this country. As you can see clearly, it is so. Accept it. There's nothing to feel bad about it. Because you are attached to a certain nationality and all that, you think there's nothing to feel bad. In India, people feel very proud if they have to go abroad to learn science. Even if they are vegetarians, they don't mind doing biology, dissection or anything, because it is science, it is knowledge. So for knowledge's sake, you have to do all these things. And once you realize that for knowledge's sake you are working it out, it's going to help you a lot. This one is today's puja. It has a special meaning because yesterday was Datta Jayanti, means the birth of Dattatreya. And you know the story of Dattatreya, most of you know the story of Dattatreya, that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha tried to take a test of a Adishakti called Anasuya. They came to her place and asked her for alms, and it's supposed to be a great privilege in India to give alms to others. It's a great privilege to attend to guests. It's a great privilege to be generous. It's a great privilege to distribute things to others. It's a great privilege. Like yesterday, you see, my sari for this puja was left somewhere out, so I had bought a sari for some lady here. So she said, I would like this sari to be presented at the puja. But I said, I'll return it to you. She said, that's a greater privilege too. They didn't mind. The sari was left out. They said, it's a greater privilege. The attitude. So the attitude is to be changed, that so far we are going downward. Now the attitude should be upward. And for that, we have to understand the method by which we are going to climb up. Like you have to go to the mountains, you must know how to do the mountaineering. You cannot just take yourself, now I'm going to Himalayas. Nobody will allow you. So one has to qualify, and in qualifying, you have to have that humility, otherwise it won't work out. So I have to make a very clear statement that you change your nationality from the worldly nationality to the heavenly nationality, and there whatever is needed, we'll be doing it. We'll be accepting it, we'll be managing it. For that you don't have to change anything like that, but you have to transform yourself into a new personality. New personality where you are safe. Now just see, putting on that, how much agya has come down. Just see. My foot was paralyzed, absolutely paralyzed when I walked in. I couldn't walk. I didn't know how I was going to take bath. I had to massage it and then it came down. So just see, putting that, just see that, how powerful it is. See, vibration started flowing. But people are somehow in the West very much frightened that they will lose their nationality. Because I feel, because the way they went all out to destroy all the world and destroy them and put their own nationality on others. If you go to America, yesterday I said, thank God Columbus did not go to India. He went, I said, thank God Hanumana pushed him on the other side. Otherwise we all would have been finished here. You see, poor man, he didn't want to do all that, but all those who followed him just went and finished. You can't find one aboriginal, one person from those old Indians in Argentina. I went to Argentina. They said in the museum you can find them. Just imagine. Not only Argentina, but also other places, like I went to Chile, not a single person. Only in Bolivia I found some of them, that's all. But it is such a mixture there too, because I think the people ran away to the hills and managed themselves. And whatever picture they have put about them, as if they are the cruel, poor things, they are being all killed, absolutely by white men, no doubt about it. It's horrible to go and kill others, go into their land, occupy, because you have got machinery, everything, you can kill all of them. All this has been done. Now we are entering into a new era where we have to love. We don't have to aggress. We have to embrace. This is another era altogether. That aggression of Napoleon is over now. It's a new thing we have started into another one when we have to get more people. We have to synthesize the whole thing. And when you aggress, you start analyzing. Nothing to analyze. Are you feeling better now? Put on little bigger one. So you have a big forehead, then put on very big. Why to put little small one? On her head. Fashion should not be done in these things. There should be no fashioning as far as your religious duties are concerned. You should not. There's nothing like fashion. Fashion is a human affair. It's not divine. Look at these trees. How do they fashion themselves? Towards the sun. Every leaf is exposed to the sun. Every leaf. Because it has to get chlorophyll. It has to get the power of the sun in itself. So every leaf is towards the sun. They don't do any fashions, do they? So another point is the individualism that is started in the West is nonsense. To show off that I am something different, you become stupid. But to be one with everyone is the real individualism, I think. To be like everyone is the best. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to become one with everyone because ego is so much. Some people have ego which hurts others and some have whose ego is hurt. Both just the same. So to overcome all these things, forget about that kind of attitude of descending downward. But for the ascent, whatever is required is you look upward to God. Look upward to Him with complete faith, Shraddha. Then I don't have to touch you. You need not see me. It exists everywhere. You can get the blessings everywhere. Don't have to do anything special for it. Just that Shraddha. But for that certain mechanisms are to be put right, especially the Agya. Needs repairs quite a lot. That wheel is out of gear and that must be put right. Mr. Patankar was rather angry with the so-called educated people. They are educated in English language, that's the problem. The language is like that. They think no end of themselves. He said they didn't touch your feet. If they learn English language, they will not touch my feet. Because in English language, touching the feet is regarded as something horrible, I think. That's why he felt very sad about it. But this is all architecture has come from England. Everything has come from Germany or from France. Our telephones have come from France. No wonder they work like this. It's all the French who brought this. And again they have got a big, I don't know, if I meet Rajiv Gandhi, I'll tell him that at least don't give telephones to French. They has given such a big, very big order to the French. And now the helicopters they are buying from England, thank God they have stopped it. God knows what will happen to the helicopters coming down in India from England. Like that, you see, they now are depending on the third world for their progress because they don't know where to send their own things which are created by their machines. But the way they do it, I mean, just imagine the kind of phones we have here, all done by French, not Indians. Why blame the Indians for that? It's done by the French. Horrid. They have been like this since long. And they are just the same. And again now we have given order to the French because we thought only French can cure the French telephones. I don't know what they are going to do any justice to us or not. So, as that machine is to be worked out, our own machine is to be worked out. And that machine is gone downward. Let us raise it up, upward towards God, in surrender, in understanding. Because you are specially chosen people in that area, like the lotuses, you have to come out of the mud and don't embed yourself in the mud more and more. Try to push yourself out of that so that the fragrance of divinity will spread in that mud and make the whole of that Western world a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Whatever has been done is done. I know one thing, without forgiveness, nothing is going to work out. Done is done. Are is human, doesn't matter. Whatever is done is done. Whatever they have done is done. It's all right. Forgive them. Forgiveness is the only way they can come up. And when they are forgiven, they have to also realize now that we have to rise. Because the world they have created has really ruined themselves. If they rise, now the whole place can become fragrant, as I told you, like the lotus that comes out of the mud. It's a very wrong idea people have here about the West, that you are the happiest people living around. So it is better that we tell them that no, we are not happy there. What you have got is something precious. They also try to follow you. And that following going so far that maybe one day you will have to come and teach them Sajo. Because they are on the other side of the circle. They are now trying to learn English, master English language and becoming Saabs. They will come out with tailcoats and you will have to tell them that better wear your dresses. So we should be wise. We should be sensible. And the stupidity and the silly temperament that we have developed, we should give up. Suddenly people bubble out, I see that. You see, there's no balance. The maturity shows when you have a balance. You should be happy, I know, but all the time smiling, putting up a show, or sort of suddenly coming out with funny remarks, silly remarks, shows you are not matured enough. You have to mature. In Sahaja Yoga, you mature. And if you do not mature, then Sahaja Yoga has done no good to you. So you have to be very, very careful about that part. I hope I've been able to tell you all about it. आता तुम्हाला काय सांगायचं? तुमची स्तुतीच करत होते सगळ्यांना. सगळ्यांच्या जवळ तुमची मी स्तुती करते की तुम्ही मूर्खासारखे वागू नका असं त्यांना सांगते मी. तेव्हा तुम्हाला तसं सांगायचं की तुम्ही ह्यांचं अंधानुकरण करायचं. आपलं जे आहे ते फार मोठं आहे. आपला वारसा आहे, तो सांभाळला पाहिजे. नुसतं आपण बाहेरच्या लोकांना बघून तसं वागायला लागलो तर आपण मूर्खात निघणार. त्यांना काही संतुलन नाही, त्यांच्या जीवनात काही संतुलन राहिलेलं नाही. एकीकडे वाहवलेलं जीवन आहे ते. हे मी पाहून आले ना, आता 12 वर्ष राहून आले, तप केलं 12 वर्षाचं. 12 वर्षात तप होतं म्हणतात, तसं तप झालं माझं. आणि आता त्यांचं अंधानुकरण करू नका एवढंच सांगायचं. पण जुनं ते सोनं जरी असलं तरी जुनाट जे आहे ते चांगलं नाही. जुनाट नको, जुनं ते सोनं. पण जुनाट जे धरून बसले ते नको. आणि जुनाट सुद्धा आत्ता चाललेलं आहे. म्हणजे बायकांना छळणे मुसलमानापासून शिकलो, पण इंग्लिश लोकांपासून डावरी देण्याचं शिकलो आहे. मुलींना डावऱ्या द्यायच्या. आता कशाला? आता आपला असा नवीन नियम झालेला आहे. त्या नवीन नियमामध्ये आपल्याला काही डावरी द्यायला नको. मुलीला अर्धी प्रॉपर्टी द्यायची, मुलींनी अर्धी प्रॉपर्टी घ्यायची. ही पद्धत बरोबर आहे, पण मुली घेणारही नाहीत आणि देणारही नाहीत. त्यांचं जे आहे ते आपण शिकायचं. आपली जी नम्रपणाची वर्तणूक आहे तीच ठेवायची. व्यवस्थित राहायचं, जसं आपल्याला पूर्वजांनी सांगितलं तसं राहायचं. पण जुनाट ज्या वस्तू झालेल्या आहेत त्या फेकून टाकल्या पाहिजे. जुनाटातल्या पुष्कळ वस्तू आहेत, त्यातलं म्हणजे ब्राह्मणांचं साम्राज्य जे पसरलेलं आहे देवळांमधनं ते काढलं पाहिजे. सगळ्यांनी मूर्खात काढलेलं आपल्याला. आता हे करायचं, उपास करायचा. 100 तासांचा उपास विपास काही करायचा नाही. शरीराला जे उपयुक्त असेल ते करायचं. पण तरी माताजी उपास सुटत नाही. आणि सगळ्यात जी जुनाट घाणेरडी वस्तू आहे ती म्हणजे तंबाखू. ती आपल्याला सुटत नाही, कारण आपल्यामध्ये तेवढी शक्ती नाही. तंबाखू, मिश्री हे सगळे घाणेरडे प्रकार. तंबाखू आणलं कोणी? तंबाखू हा शब्द आला कुठं? आपल्याकडे पूर्वी तंबाखू संस्कृतात शब्द नाही. आपल्याकडे तंबाखू होत नसे पूर्वी, इंग्लिश लोक घेऊन आले. इंग्लिश लोकांनी आणली तंबाखू. म्हणून आपण त्याला तंबाखू म्हणतो. टोबॅकोपासून तंबाखू असं वापरू लागलो. आपल्या मराठी भाषेमध्ये कुठे आहे शब्द तंबाखू? हा कुठं तरी बाहेरून आलाय तंबाखू. मुसलमान आणि मुसलमानांनी आधी ह्याची जराशी चाळण केली, पण तो एवढ्या जोरा प्रमाणात जो आणला, सिगरेट वगैरे हे सगळं ह्या लोकांनी आणलेलं आहे आणि ह्यांच्या देशामध्ये खूप प्रबळ झालेलं आहे. यांनी जाऊन चायनामध्ये सुद्धा असे गांजा बिंजा हे केलं होतं. आपल्या मराठी भाषेत गांजा, चरस वगैरे मी कधी ऐकलं नव्हतं पुरुष. गांजा, चरस हे ते ह्यांनी काढला. तर तुम्ही पिऊन बघा, असं करून मग इंग्लिश वाल तुम्ही. मग असं करायचं असलं तर करा. तेव्हा जे दिलेलं आहे, वी नेवर हॅड टोबॅको इन अवर कंट्री, यू विल बी सरप्राइज्ड. देयर इज नो वर्ड फॉर टोबॅको इन संस्कृत लँग्वेज. This was brought partly, of course, partly I should say, by the Muslims, and then by the smoking was taught to us only by English. We didn't know that, what was smoking. We never knew smoking business. Muslims did have a little bit of it, but that started quite late. But actually the cigarette and all this has started after the English came in, making it handy, you see. We used to have hookahs. That was rather difficult to make, so they could do it only very little bit. It was a long time back in the Islamic culture. But this cigarette business, this ego business has come from the English, no doubt about it. And the Portuguese and the French, they taught us all these things. So what I am trying to tell them, that whatever is oldish should be given up. Whatever is old is gold. But whatever is oldish, that we call as zunat, should be given up.